All right, David Sharenk out in Newtown. We did a small job for him back in the fall. So scope of work for this, he's looking for a May time frame. It is your basic black mulch install, bush trimming, bed cleanup, nothing really crazy. He didn't walk the entire property with me, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So if you're familiar with it, it is a large property. I'll do a walk around, kind of straightforward, so I'll run through it quickly. But all of this stuff, it's a large property, but he's not worried about any of those trees on the far outskirts of his property. When we get around front, there's just a couple trees that are kind of closer that we can hit up, but you don't need to do anything back here on the wood line. It's all basically kind of around the house. So anyway, starting over here, obviously the whole job, our usual edging, things of that sort. If you see any dead and dormant stuff, if it's still here at that time frame, just cut it down. A lot of spots he has like this ground cover ivy. I would just kind of give it a light trim manicure look and make sure it's edged up close to the bed line. You'll kind of see more of it in the front. But yeah, black mulch install starting here in the backyard. Access to here, you got a gate all the way down here, but probably the other way would be there's a gate on the opposite side there. Oh, it's probably cool. You could pull all the way down the driveway. It's a long driveway. If you wanted to with the dump trailer or whatever. But anyway, starting here, typical stuff. So light trim and clean up there. Back to this island over here. Nothing crazy, just mulch install, light pruning and shaping of all the shrubs in all the mulch beds. So like I think I said, it's like 40 to 50 different shrubs, small, medium, large. So nothing crazy, just light trimming, give them some separation, clean them up, pruning. No dramatic cutback of anything, just a cleanup, edge it out, mulch around that tree. There's a lot of pine needles back there. I don't know if they'll still be here in May. Right now we're end of February, but clean up the pine needles, mulch install. Moving over to here, you got some ground ivy, a little bit of mulch you can sprinkle in wherever you have this ground ivy. It's kind of minimal where you'll be able to get mulch in, but just do what you can. Clean up kind of, if it's still there, but these kind of fallings from the tree. You can do a light prune up of this. When you're pruning this up, I would just try to give it a little bit of shape and kind of get it off the walkway type of deal. Moving over to here, light pruning and shaping of these. Again, seem to keep up on it pretty good, so should just need a light prune. And then obviously just your mulch install. Seem to keep on the beds pretty good. I don't foresee a ton of weeds popping up. Here, try to get out some of this old mulch. It's a little bit heavy here, starting to wash into the walkway, you can see. So get rid of that old stuff a little bit. Typical mulch install, bush trimming here. He did say too, he'll have like 3 or 4 smaller plants to install, so I'll put that as a separate line item. The customer's going to provide them, we're just going to install them. Should be quick and easy. So maybe 1 or 2 here, and then like 1 or 2 over here. Mulch install here, install here. Nothing on the back side here, so it's really just here. Moving to the front. Again, you don't need to go crazy with the trees out there, but the ones that are a little bit closer, like that one, you can hit with some mulch. Got a mulch, pretty good sized mulch bed here. Light pruning and shaping of everything. Mulch install. Don't need to do any edging here, which is nice until you get to that section of it. So yeah, mulch install there. Pretty straightforward. So I won't even walk out there because there's nothing really to it, but there's a couple shrubs on that island. There's a couple shrubs on that island and a little bit of mulch to install. Mulch, like I said. Trimming and shaping of all this. Some mulch. Again, you don't get a ton of mulch in here because you got all this ivy. What I would say is clean it up a little bit. Make sure to blow it out really good. Again, if it's not like that in May. I would definitely string trim here to give it a nice edge. Run the bed edger probably, and then maybe sprinkle like sometimes we'll do that kind of thin layer of mulch that's by the edge so you can see it. And then there is some back kind of closer to the house. Again, don't like load it up by the house because you got the siding, but you can get a little bit back there. And then if you see as you trim this up, if maybe you want to just lightly throw little sprinkles or handfuls of it in there just to freshen up the mulch that's there, to just, just for the ground ivy, that's cool. I would like trim up along the house line here too. If that ground ivy's still kind of creeping up on it, just trim it back just a little bit to give it a kind of straight edge look. You know, trim and shaping of all this. Mostly ground cover here, so not going to take a ton of mulch. And then trimming here, shaping all these up, and then a little bit of mulch here. And then that's it. And then you got the tree there. Again, don't worry about any of that stuff unless he says otherwise. That's it.